again, your host, Margaret Cho.
The Golden Probes Pro Lifetime Achievement Award is named for the late men's rights activist Phyllis M. Schlafly. This honor is given to a person or organization that has made a lasting impact in areas that are none of their business. Here to tell you more about our 2018 honoree is best-selling author and enemy of toxic masculinity, Dr. Willie Parker.
On behalf of the Lady of the Academy of Lady Parts and Sciences, it is my honor to present the Phyllis M. Schlafly Pro Lifetime Achievement Award to E. Scot Lloyd, the Trump administration's Director of the Office of Refugee Settlement. Lloyd is a true Renaissance man with an ideology not seen since the Middle Ages. Whether it's trying to unburden women from the pleasure of sex or unburdening families from a better life, Scot Lloyd never misses an opportunity to insert himself into the lives of those who don't need it most. He's dedicated himself to forging a path for women, making it easier for them to pursue the future that he has chosen for them. So let's take a moment to get to know the man behind the detention center mirror.
Wherever it's possible, we need to do everything that we can to protect the dignity of human life from conception to natural death.
And aside from a sabbatical to take his girlfriend to have her abortion, Scot Lord has dedicated his life and career to creating an abortion-free world for every woman he didn't impregnate. Immediately upon graduation, this young upstart used his law degree from Catholic University to merge church and state, forming Legal Works Apostolate, a boutique law firm that, quote, takes cases consistent with our deep and abiding concern for the right to life and the sacramental nature of marriage. While many credit Jules Verne as the father of science fiction, it was Scot Lloyd who took the concepts of science and fiction and turned them into a job with the Bush administration. It was there that Lloyd's brand of unscientific medical musings first became policy, with his 2008 conscience rule. This was historic. Finally, doctors and pharmacists could deny filling birth control prescriptions on the basis of their morality, emancipating them from the burden of medical ethics. Shortly thereafter, Scot Lord was replaced early in the Obama administration. Nevertheless, he persisted. He continued his focus on women in the private sector, with blog posts recruiting others to join his mission. You see, Scot Lord doesn't just see himself as a woman's chief operating officer. He wants everyone to have the opportunity to weigh in on her healthcare decisions. I suggest that the American people make a deal with women, Lloyd proposed in 2009. So long as you are using the condom, pill, or patch I am providing with my money, you are going to promise not to have an abortion if the contraception fails, which it often does. It was these kinds of deals that in 2017 caught the eye of Donald J. Trump, who brought him in as director of the Office of Refugee Resettlement. Now Scot Lord is not only an unqualified healthcare policymaker.
Mr. Lloyd, do you have medical training of any kind?
If I need advice regarding any medical situation, regarding any of the populations I serve, I consult the medical team.
So the answer is no, you don't have medical training of any kind.
He's also an unqualified refugee policymaker.
Mr. Lloyd, do you believe that a woman's constitutional right to abortion depends on her immigration status, yes or no?
Any number of rights depend on where they stand in terms of our immigration system.
I'll take that as a no.
But Lloyd didn't let a few naysayers shake his confidence. Typical liberals only focused on his rocky start at ORR, but totally ignored his meticulous system of tracking every single undocumented minor who requested access to an abortion. As the New York Times reports, he has instructed his staff to give him a spreadsheet each week that tells him about any unaccompanied minors who have asked for one and how far along they are in their pregnancy. And he took that personal dedication one step further.
At taxpayer expense, he apparently flew himself down to Texas from Washington, D.C., so he could personally intervene with a pregnant, undocumented teenager in a shelter run by the federal government to try to pressure her into not having an abortion.
Jane Doe, as she is known, was an undocumented minor who came to this country to escape the rapist who impregnated her. She set up everything she needed to access her abortion from her detention center, and Scot Lloyd was there, blocking that access every step of the way.
Is there any circumstance where you would find that an abortion is in the best interest of a minor?
I don't know.
It has not happened yet.
No.
Even after attempts to stop her by Lloyd and other men, including He Too survivor Brett Kavanaugh, Jane Doe ended her pregnancy. But the work continues. Jane Doe may not have followed his guidance, but this intrepid womb raider continues to share his riches of inexperience with other immigrant teens and shows no signs of letting up.
When the going gets tough, the tough keep going, I guess.
Scot Lords. His unyielding dedication to changing the lives of people in ways they never asked for earned him the 2018 Phyllis M. Schlafly Pro Lifetime Achievement Award.
Scot Lords being detained, and he couldn't be here tonight to accept this award. However, accepting on his behalf is the woman who spent the 4th of July mounting Lady Liberty. Here tonight is immigrant rights activist Patricia Okoumou.
Thank you. I am honored Scot chose me to deliver his message, his remarks tonight. As a person with a uterus, an immigrant from a shithole country, I represent the majority of his focus. A focus so intense I had to climb the Statue of Liberty to escape it. Scot wanted you to know he is honored to have his work at the Office of Refugee, Resettlement recognized. He had planned on being here tonight with families he worked so hard to resettle. But unfortunately, he doesn't know where they are. He will never stop saying he's looking for them. Thank you.
He's here tonight representing straight